Excerpts from Tangled Web by Michael Garrett Harris. The congregation inside St Barnabas Church, Netherdean, slowly settled down as the vicar cleared his throat and began his opening address. May I welcome everyone to St Barnabas Church on this lovely spring day. I think it will be most apt to start the service with one of my favourite hymns. He nodded at the organist, then added, "Please turn to hymn number 635. The organist started playing the introduction to All Things Bright and Beautiful. Then the congregation joined in. The voices of the congregation drifted out of the stained glass windows and floated across the surrounding countryside. In one nearby field, a small calf bellowed for its lost mother. In another, bleating lambs played in the Sunday sunshine. On the edge of Little Wood, on the hillside above Piddle Valley, almost obscured by a large bush, a pair of bare buttocks were thrusting lustily up and down. Bobby rolled away from Michelle, pulled his jeans up, closed the zip, and gazed across at her. She was laying on her back, staring up at the sky, her tawny hair spread around her head like a wavy golden halo. She stifled a yawn. "Is that it then? You finished, have you?" "Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?" said Bobby, reaching into his pocket for a packet of cigarettes. Bobby's attention was suddenly caught by a flash of light from the hillside on the opposite side of Piddle Valley. It appeared to come from the undergrowth on the edge of Great Wood. "Did you see that?" he asked in a concerned tone. "What do you think it could be?" Michelle calmly answered, "That'd be Jed Armitage with his new binoculars. He's been up there since we got here earlier." What? stammered Bobby. "You mean he's been watching us all this time? And you knew and didn't say anything?" "Sure, what's the problem? You know what he's like." "But what if he tells my dad? I'm supposed to be ill in bed. That's why I'm not in church with him today. They all know I lied to them." "Don't worry about Jed, he won't say anything. How could he without dropping himself right in it? People know him the real reason that he got that enormous pair of binoculars." Up on the edge of Great Wood, Jed was hiding in the bushes, dressed in a battered wax jacket and dirty moleskin trousers. Long straggly grey hair poked out from under his crumpled deerstalker hat. His large binoculars were pressed against his weather-beaten face. Outside the church, the vicar was bidding farewell to his parishioners. George Beck, Bobby's father, heartily shook the vicar's hand. "Thank you, vicar, that was most uplifting." Muriel, his wife, slipped her arm through George's and smiled at the vicar. "Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. I'm just sorry Robert couldn't make it. He just wasn't feeling himself today." The vicar smiled benignly. "Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that." He released George's hand and gave Muriel's free hand a reassuring squeeze. "Let's pray he'll be up again soon, shall we?" George spoke firmly. "I'm sure he will. If he's any son of mine, he'll have the constitution of an ox. I'll have him back in the office tomorrow, wait and see. If he's going to learn how to run the business." In the Dog and Duck, George, seated in his regular spot at the end of the bar, shook his head. "I'll be glad when the summer's over and things get back to normal." Harry, the landlord, shrugged. "Normal? What's normal around here? Have you seen those new binoculars of Jed's? They're enormous. What the hell does he want with them anyway?" George nodded thoughtfully. "I hear he fancies himself as a bit of an ornithologist." Harry snorted. "Ornithologist? Orny bastard, more like. How many people do you know who hold binoculars with only one hand?" George chuckled and pushed his glass across the bar to Harry. "Put another one in there. Better make it a large one while you're at it."